Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, you are joining me in figuring out how and what book / notebook I should be using for a book review journal. So let's recap though. So since COVID started last year, when we were all home for a majority of the time, I know that a lot of people probably watched Netflix and Hulu and did a lot of puzzles. But that wasn't the avenue I took. I actually joined Book of the Month and became an avid reader again. So if you haven't heard of Book of the Month, it is, I want to say $14.99 a month. And then any additional books that you get that are all hardcover are $9.99 in your box. And you can get up to 3 books in your box to ship. I have done that ever since I think it was April of last year. And let me tell you, I have read some really amazing books. I have found new authors I like, and some of them repeat if they've had more than one book released in the last year. And it's just been a great service. And I'll actually leave my referral code down below just in case you're interested. I do believe for your first book, and remember it's hardcover, it is $9.99 to try it out. And if you use my code below, you get your book for $9.99, and then I get a book also added to my cart. So it's kind of like a win-win. So you don't have to use it. I'm just letting you know it's down below, and it is a service that I utilize regularly. So with also it too, there's also usually just a little, another detail about it. There's 5 books to choose from every month. And there's always a thriller, and there's always like a mystery or a contemporary fiction. So there, in case if you know you like one genre of reading, they do offer that with Book of the Month. So I highly encourage you to check it out. It gets shipped right to your house. And like I said, it was a hardcover book. So since then, all I've done so far is keep just a running list. A running list of the books I've read, and that is great. And I have done mini reviews on my personal Instagram channel. I'll leave it also linked down below in the description box in case you ever want to join me there too. It's mostly mom life stuff. For all my crafty things, just follow me at Moments to Memories by Ty. But what I wanted to do was sort of have a notebook designated for my thoughts and like some of the fun quotes that I like in these books that I've read, and I want to have like one notebook designated to it. So you are going to help me figure out which one to use because I have 3 options. So I did haul this little mini recently, and I do like it, but I feel like since I'm printing the covers on 3x4s, I feel like I would always have to have a 2-page spread, which is fine, and that way I can do all the writing and like my stars, like, if I give them 5 stars or 3 stars or whatever, can be here. And then it would just be a compilation of all the books that I read in this little mini Happy Notes. So I like this option. The other option is, this is also from the Happy Planner. It's just a bound book one that has plain blank paper in here. And once again, I just figured that if I were to do it in here, this is plenty of room also. So possibly, do I have another one cut down? Yeah, here. Another one cut down. So possibly, I could do a spread that has 2 of them. And I do like this size. My only thing with this one to consider is that as I add in all of the photos, this notebook will definitely get chunky, which is not a big deal, but it's just something to keep in mind. And then the last option is I do have this journal from the Happy Planner as well. This one's one of the guided ones, but it's only like guided with like boxes and stuff for the first 6 pages, as you can see. And then the rest of it is just plain dot grid paper. Here's the dot grid. And so for this one, once again, I feel like this is plenty of room to have. And then also, I can always add to it. It can be taken out. There's a few Happy Planner babes out there that do it this way in a Happy Notes, which I do like their style. So it's just a way of keeping up with it for me, because not to say I forget the details of the books, but I would like to have something that I can reference. And so in this notebook, I feel though too, it could hold a couple of years worth of reading. I say years like as if, I'm going to keep this up forever, but, because it has 4 subjects in this notebook. So that's why I say that sentence. And then I printed off though, all the books I've read in these small little ones. So these have 10 per it, because I feel like I want to make one of those like just overall bookshelves where I can have just the covers be in a line. So that'll be like the running page. And that's the only problem like with doing it in this, because you can't, like with the disc bound, add pages in between. So I would just have to, so I've already read like 40 books. So I already have them printed. So I would definitely either have to leave some room in this journal for the ones that continue on for the rest of the year, or I may have just answered my question and I should go with this one. You know what? I'm going to actually pause this video. I'm going to come back because I'm going to ask on Instagram what some people would think my options should be. So let me time out. Let me meet you back here. Let's decide what we're going to do for it. Okay, so I had, like, I think everyone was teasing me because they did say, like, well, then you already answered your question about having it on the disc bound because you can kind of rearrange the pages and stuff. So I think that is the way I'm most likely going to go. And I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to use this one too, because I can use this easily for something else, as well as the other notebook. So we're going to use this one and get started. I feel like this would be a good one. I'm so confused. I mean, not confused. I just don't know what size to do. But all right, let's just get started in this one. I already pulled out a few of the pages, so that way we can start making at least the bookshelf together with all of these cut up. Yeah, like maybe 3 rolls on each. Yeah, I feel like 3 could be good. And then I could write like books read, where I have those Mamby sticks. Oh yeah, I already had them here because I was thinking about it. Ooh, remember I hauled these recently too. So I have this alpha that I could probably have books read and then go from there. And then maybe I'll take you along on fast forward and we'll do, you know, a review or two together on the paper. That way I can start decorating some of them and write my reviews so far with these books. So let's put you on fast forward and let's get started. Okay, so I am loving how this is turning out so far. I'm super excited for being able to have enough space to write down like my ratings and then like the month that I read them in. I was just using a Jelly Roll pen, and then I used the smallest little stamp that's a star that was included in a stamp set that was unnecessary, but this was small enough to kind of get, even if it's a 5-star rating, under the book. So I love that. So I'm just going to keep that on there, not really put it back, just so that I can have this ongoing. So I love the way this looks, and I can continue on with it. So I did already start going on the back, and even this weekend while I was here, I finished this book, and now I'm reading this one right now. So it has room to keep on going, and I actually already like started off the next spread so that way it's continuous, which is again the reason why I like the disc bound system. So in case I read more here, I can add another page and keep the pages consecutive throughout this year of reading. Then you saw me make these two spreads. So these aren't from here. These are just kind of the books I wanted to start off with because they were my favorites from last year, and I wanted to have them already in my notebook. These were my top two, but I had 5 top books. But I can probably print them out too because I didn't have them ready, but just definitely wanted these in there because Taylor Jenkins Reid is seems to be a favorite author of mine, because also Malibu Rising is her book, and I know she has a backlist of a few that I need to get to. I think 1 or 2 I haven't read yet. But it seems that her writing style, because she also read that one, I'm drawn to. So leave me a comment down below if you would like to see like more book reviews, because I have all of these ready to go here. These are other books that I gave 5 stars, and that's the other thing too. I'm only going to write reviews on the books I gave 5 stars to. The ones that were, 3s and 4s, I just feel like it would be too much. And I don't want to write book reviews, at least pretty them up for ones that I gave like a 2-star rating to and stuff. There are plenty of good 4-star review books too. I just feel like just doing the 5s. That's the only reason why. So just leave me a comment if you wanted to see some layouts continuously of these. They would simply just be like this going on, or maybe I can just keep them simple and do that on Instagram. So definitely follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the handle down below. It's moments to memories period by Tai, TAI, and I can just do simple ones like this on Instagram instead of dedicating a whole YouTube video. But if you leave a comment down below and you would like to see them, like maybe like 2 or 4, so I got like 4 pages done at a time, just let me know and I'll be happy to do so. And if you don't want to see that kind of video, that's fine too. I'll just do them off camera and continue on with this book review journal that I've created. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I hope you're inspired to maybe document what you're reading lately. Until next time, bye.